Hey guys, it's Sasha. Welcome back to my channel, and today, in honor of the Owls Magical Readathon, I thought I would do the Harry Potter spells book tag. So this tag was created by Turtle Sympathy, I believe, but her video doesn't exist anymore. So I will link down below the video where I actually found this tag from. But I thought I should probably film a Harry Potter-esque video because it's the Owls and I haven't filmed in a while other than my vlogs. So here we are today. So there are 10 questions and I've got my awesome Notes Commander wand here. So let's just get into it. Expecto Patronum, a childhood book connected to good memories. So I actually have this book in my son's room, but he's sleeping at the moment, so I'm not going to grab it. But it is actually the Brumbies Stories book. When I was a kid, I used to love reading about the Silver Brumby and all of the stories that went with it. And my mum actually gave it to me when I had Elijah as like a little gift, because she read it to me when I was a kid so I can read it to him. And I just love going back into these stories. I, for the life of me, cannot remember who wrote them, but I will put a little picture right here. But I love these stories, and every time I did a clean out of my room, I would find this book and I would just sit there for hours forgetting to clean my room and actually just reading this book. Expelliarmus, a book that took you by surprise. And a book that took me by surprise is actually Behind Our Eyes by Sarah Pinborough. This book took me by surprise because of the little plot twist at the end, just threw me. So this is a mystery thriller with a supernatural twist to it, and I didn't know about that supernatural twist, and it was so good. So what this book is about, it's got Louise, you've got David, and you also got Adele, I believe. I read this a while ago. And Louise meets David at a bar and they hit it off and go back to her place and do the unty-dunty. And then at work the next week, Louise finds out that David is her new boss and he has a wife. And so David and Louise realize they need to stop what they're doing, but then Adele kind of befriends Louise, and you've got this weird love triangle happening. You just find out some of these crazy stuff that happened, and I really loved this book a lot, and I really recommend for anyone who likes thriller, or even if they're trying to get into that genre, this is the book that you should pick up. I'm really bad with pronunciation, so I'm sorry if I butcher any of these spells, but Prior Incantato. I don't know. The last book that I read. The last book I read was Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nunn. I read this for the Owls Magical Readathon for the prompt read a book with red in the cover, and I'm going to say that is red. Love this book. Gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I'm really excited for the second story that's coming out. I'm not sure if this is going to be a duology. I feel like it should just be a duology, or it should be a series. It should not be a trilogy, because the second book is just going to suck there. Content warnings for rape and abuse. Alohamora, a book that introduced you to a genre you never thought of considering before. And for me, that is Illuminate by J. Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. This book introduced me to sci-fi, and I realized I love all that sort of stuff. I love watching TV, sci-fi TV shows, but I never thought about reading them before because I thought it'd be a bit too technical. But I started reading this, and I also have read Heart of Iron by Ashley Poston, and I loved that, and I just really love any sci-fi books. Actually, no. I read the Lunar Chronicles before I read this, and the Lunar Chronicles were sci-fi. Anyway, this is more sci-fi, I feel, than Lunar Chronicles, but we're gonna say both, okay? Just so no one shoots me. It's my video, I can do what I want. Riddikulus, a funny book that you have read, and I'm gonna go with Heretics Anonymous by Katie Henry. This book, I listened to it on audiobook, and it was so funny. I actually was laughing a lot while listening to this, and I probably looked like a weirdo laughing in my car with no one else in it. I think because I did grow up in a religious setting, and the main character Michael in Heretics Anonymous is an atheist, but he goes to a Catholic school. I knew some of the things I was talking about, and some of the things he said, I'm like, that is kind of funny. Even if you didn't grow up in a religious setting, you probably would find it funny as well. But yeah, really funny book. Sonorus, a book that you think everyone should know about, and I think everyone should read. The Nowhere Girls. I'll put a thing right there because I cannot remember who wrote it, but The Nowhere Girls focuses on like rape and female empowerment and just feminism, and I really enjoyed it, and I really think that is a really important book for people to read, and you should all read it. Obliviate, a book or spoiler that you wish you could forget. And I'm gonna go with Nevernight by J. Kristoff, and I know what you're kind of gonna say, but I wish that I could forget that I read it, so maybe I can go into it with a different heart and a different mind, because I really think this book was overhyped. But maybe if I read it now, like if I didn't read it, I don't know, like I really don't know if my thoughts or would change. I really wanted to like this book, and maybe if I reread it without knowing I've read it earlier, like maybe I would. Imperio, a book you had to read for school. Now I was trying to think what books I actually read for school, because I don't actually own any that I know of, but I remember I had to read Brave New World, and I thought that was a really cool concept. I remember really enjoying that. I think I also had to read Animal Farm by George Orwell. I think everyone had to read Animal Farm by George Orwell, and I really did not like that book at all. I think maybe it was the teacher, because she reminded me of the pigs. Just the way she walked, she just trotted along. Crucio, a book that was painful to read, and that was marked by PC and Kristen Cast. If you watched the Booktubeathon vlog, you know that I did not like this book at all, and I think that it really should be burned. Like, just, it's so old school, and the main character is like not like other girls, but she's so much prettier and she's so much more klutzy, blah blah blah, and they've got slurs, and I just think bleh, no, just a bleh. And the last spell is Avada Kedavra, a book that could kill. I'm gonna go with Queen of Air and Darkness by Cassandra Clare, because look how thick this is. Like, it could kill you. Like, if you throw this at someone, if you knock someone out with it, yeah, like, it's thick, it's big, and I could use this as a weapon. I don't know about you. Would you use Queen of Air and Darkness as a weapon? What book would you use as a weapon? Or do you think this question means something else? Because I don't know what it meant. So that is it for the Harry Potter spells book tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know how old this tag is. It is probably very old. So I'm going to tag Abby because I tag her for all of my videos. But if you have filmed this video already, link it down below because I would love to watch it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you like to see more. Add me on Goodreads, Instagram and Twitter. They are all at @SashReads. I will see you next time. Bye.